So today we will have a combined class of section A, C and F. And now in today's class, we are going to discuss the first pre-board question paper. Right? I hope everyone is equipped with the notebook and writing material and with the question paper. So now I'd like to start from the question number 1. I Are you having the question paper, everyone, or should I share it with you? Please let me know, beta.
So we have.
Very good. So now I will repeat the question also. Don't worry. So now just start from the question number 1, beta. So surprisingly, in the question number 1, number of times we have asked from the you people. Uh, like the first question was question number 1A. State any two features of Java. So some of you like Ayush Agrawal and Pratyaksh Gupta. What you have written? I am reading your, like Ayush, you have written the abstraction, Vora, encapsulation, and inheritance and polymorphism. So Ayush, the abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, basically these are the features of beta OOPS, object oriented programming language. And in the question number 1A, it is clearly mentioned we are asking the features of Java. We are not asking the features of OOPS. So here we are supposed to write like platform independent, robust, secure, lightweight code. OOPS.
Platform independent.
Yes, that is correct. Vora. So these are the features of Java. Basic. Pardon, Ayush?
Java is a OOP. So
Java is a pure object-oriented programming language, but in that we cannot, write the features of OOPS. That is not allowed, beta.
the question is asking us the distinct features which separate Java from the other.
Ayush, beta, the question is very clear. State any two features of Java. We are not asking the features of OOPS. Am I clear now? This is for everybody. Are you getting this? All of you? You speak up. Anushka, Anshika?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now let's move to the next question. I hope this one is clear for everybody. Rishi Tandon.
Yes, sir.
Any confusion in this? Okay. So 63 of you have joined till now. It's already 11:04. Sir. Now let's move to the question number 1B part. In that question, maximum of you have done correct. Maximum means more than 90%. The question was differentiate between searching and sorting. So searching means to search and check for the presence of a value in an array or list. This is a simple definition of searching. Whereas in the sorting, you can write to arrange all the data in a list or in an array in a specific order, maybe ascending or descending. Right? This is more than sufficient in this part, searching and sorting. I hope this one is clear. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Good.
sir.
But keep responding after each and every question. And in case of any query in a particular question, you can ask immediately. Okay? Aditi, Bansal, dhyan rakhiyega, right? This is very, very important. Now, state the number of bytes occupied by long and short data type. In this long, some of you have written the number of bytes of float also. So that is wrong. Basically, long consumes 8 bytes, and in the question it is clearly mentioned we are supposed to write the answer in bytes. So if you have written in bits, and if it is correct, then only we have marked correct. Then you are getting only 2 marks. Maybe you have written, number of bytes consumed by some of you have written int 4. That is wrong. So the correct answer is long consumes 8 bytes in memory, whereas short consumes 2 bytes. This is a very particular answer. There is nothing else. Okay. So if you have written 8 and 2, you are getting straightforward 2 marks. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion in this?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So till now 70 of you have joined out of around 90 students today. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. So the next question was differentiate between L value and R value. See, the full form of L value is a location value and R value stands for read value. So the value once when you declare a variable in your program like int a equals to 5. Let me show you my screen. Then I will explain this in better way. Now see, suppose you are my screen is visible, bachcho.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now see, suppose you are writing this variable, you are declaring this variable int a equals to 5. So in this 5 is your read value. That is your R value, which you can read or which you have assigned in a variable. And the variable, while declaring, it consumes some random memory in the computer memory in your hard disk. So that random memory is your like 100x90. Any random value, you can assume that this is your memory address. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is stands for L value. That is your location value, where the variable stores in a computer memory. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, in case of any doubt, you can ask bachcho. Class 10th A.
Sir, in differences, we have to write 2 points or 1 point is sufficient.
Beta see, if you are writing the particular difference, that is more than sufficient. And if you know like L value, you can write the difference like this stands for location address and this stands for the value which you are storing and the full form, that is more than sufficient. Okay.
Okay, sir.
सर सॉरी सर गुड मॉर्निंग
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Please.
एक ये इनको आंसर कर दूं मैं ये जिसने भी लास्ट क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि आर वी सपोज टू राइट वन डिफरेंस और
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the thing is students whenever you are writing the difference in any of the questions, so you are writing it means whatever best suits you are thinking about it. But the thing is, we have been saying this, always support your answer with an example.
Yes.
Because the thing is, whatever difference you are writing at your best. But does it qualify to be the best that the examiner understands it? So always support your answer with an example. Like here, if you write R value is read value, it is the original value, or L value is the location value, memory address. But if you support your answer with an example, whether that example has been asked in the question or not, it is always the better thing. So that if your explanation is not that good, at least your example supports your difference or the.
This is very, very important, bachcho. If you know the example of any particular theory question, you should write. Whether it is asked in the question or not doesn't matter. But if you know it, you can write in short way. But don't waste your time in that example. You are writing one page example. That is not allowed. Even in that case, you will miss your marks somewhere. Because the time constraint is very, very important. It's a 2-hour paper in the boards. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes, sir. Sir, what example can
Yes,
you provide for L value?
Pardon?
So what example can we write?
Beta, here already mentioned the example. See, this is the random memory, random address you can assume, like 100x9, any hexadecimal number. And here you can represent like address, right? And the real value, the read value I have shown here. So this is a simple example. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let's move to the next question. So the next question was, differentiate between auto boxing and unboxing with an example. So in this, before pre-boards, in the previous class, we had a class before the pre-board starts. In that specifically, we have already discussed about the auto boxing and unboxing. In the auto boxing, the conversion of a primitive data type into its respective wrapper class, that is your auto boxing. Am I clear? And the example I will show you. And whereas in the unboxing is the conversion of a wrapper class into a primitive data type, that is your unboxing. And again, the auto boxing is to convert data type value into its respective wrapper class. I hope this one is clear. Now see the example. My screen is visible, bachcho?
So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like this. This is the simple primitive value you have assigned in this primitive data type int b. So if you are assigning this in a wrapper class, in a respective wrapper class, that is like this. So this is the example of auto boxing. Whereas if you are doing this, like you have declared integer b equals to this. So this is a wrapper class value, that is 200. And if you are converting or you are storing in this primitive variable like this, so this is the example of unboxing. I hope this one is clear. So again I am repeating the definition. The conversion of a primitive data type into its respective wrapper class, that is known as auto boxing. Whereas under this unboxing is the conversion of a wrapper class object into its primitive data type. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
the next question was, that is your question number 2a part. In this, we were supposed to write the equivalent Java expression for the given expression, that is mod a to the power b plus under root c whole upon under root a plus b to the power c. See, in this question again I am repeating, we are supposed to write the Java expression. So always try to write in a single statement. But if you are not getting in a single statement, in that case, instead of leaving the whole question, you can write in the breakup in a step. But always try to write in a single expression, in the single statement. I hope this one is clear. Sankalp, are you getting this? Sarim Khan, Sarim,
Yes, sir.
you are in which section, beta?
Yes, sir.
Sarim,
The section A, sir.
good. Okay, Ayush Rathore. Ayush, beta, if you are not responding, I will mark you absent. Ayush Rathore, speak up. Aditi Bansa, are you getting this? Till
Yes,
here?
sir.
Any query?
No, sir.
Okay. So now let's move to the next one. So the next one was, that is your expression was this, a to the power b plus under root c whole upon under root a plus b to the power c. So here you can write directly double type variable you can declare like d mat dot abs.
Sir, if we will not declare D, it is correct?
No issue, because we are supposed to write only the simple expression, and that d if you are writing then data type must be there like double, right? Because here the method we are using math class, so this math class method like sqrt, these functions written double value, so we are using double. So now mat dot abs, mat dot pow a comma b plus mat dot sqrt c. This is the whole divided by the bracket is up to you, because this is not required actually here, but you can write. And now in the denominator part we will write, here I am writing mat dot sqrt a plus mat dot pow again, and then b comma c. I hope this one is clear, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Writing you can easily understand. This is math. Don't worry about the writing. Okay. So now let's move to the next question. So the next question was, convert the following for loop into equivalent do while. So the question was like this: int I equals to 10, I is greater than equals to 1, then I minus equals to 2. So if I equals to 5, then what we are supposed to, this is the question actually, right? And then after system dot out dot print ln I. So this was the question, and we are supposed to convert in equivalent do while. See, so while converting this, first of all we need to declare the variable, that is I equals to 10. After that we are supposed to write do while. So the structure is very simple. First of all we are supposed to write do, then curly braces you can write in the continuation also or in the second line. After that we are supposed to put the condition as it is already given in the question, and then the break. After that we are supposed to print the value of I, that is this. And now later on in the for loop the update expression was given at the end, that is your update. So now after printing the value of I, then only we will update it. After that this, then the condition part, here we will write I is greater than equals to 1. So now what mistake you people have done, please look at here. See, many of you have declared this variable inside do. That is wrong. So you have missed 1 mark straight away for that. That is not allowed. Some of you have used this update expression before printing the value of I, like here. That is also wrong, and for that I have cutted 1 marks. I hope these things you are getting, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Till here anyone is having doubt? Nivedita? 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 Beta, please respond. Otherwise, I will mark you absent. Nachiketa, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So now, so these are the basic mistakes which you people have done. Some of you have declared variable inside the do, and some of you have used this update expression you have written before the printing the value of I, and maximum of you have missed this semicolon. See, in the boards, the examiner can cut at least 1 marks for this. So do not do this mistake again. The structure is very simple. We are supposed to write do, then opening curly braces, then at the end, after while, you are supposed to put the semicolon. That is very, very important. 99% of you have missed this. Maybe I have not cut marks for this here, but next time, please be careful about this. If you are not putting straight away, we will cut 1 marks. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes.
Thank you. So now, so in the paper, the next question was, name a function call in which the memory reference is passed as a parameter. And the second was a wrapper class which has a function for char data type. So the answer was very easy here, and still in the first one, a function call in which the memory reference is passed as a parameter. It is very clear. So in that, the correct answer is call by, yes, Ayush.
Reference.
Very
Call by
good.
reference.
Very good. This is the correct answer of 2C. 1. Now, come to the second one. Any query in this part? I hope there is no query in this. Straight away answer is required. And here we are asking a function call. So how we can call a function while passing the array, or you can say the memory address or memory reference as a parameter. So in this call by reference only, we were passing the memory address, that is your like a object. And so number of times I have shown you here while passing the whole array, if you are passing, so that way is known as call by reference or call by call by non-primitive data type also you can say. Okay, now, so the next question was a wrapper class which has a function for char data type. So that is very common, and
Character.
yes, everybody has, I hope everybody has written this. 99% of you have done this correctly. But here you need to pay attention. Call by reference is the correct answer, right? Any other doubt here?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So after that, one more question was there. Consider an array of some with some values. See, there was an array, suppose, and we have, initialize it with some values. And if you are, what will be the output of the statement if you are doing this SOPLN A. So number of times, beta, while discussing this call by reference method, we have already discussed whenever you are printing the only the variable name of reference data type, like here we are printing SOPLN A. So in this case, you will not get the values of your variable, and you will not get the first element also, and you will not get any error also. So the correct answer is we will get the random memory address. Random memory address. Are you getting this? Why? Because this A is representing the reference data type, that is your integer array. So if you are printing this, so you will get a random memory address. maybe, you know, if you are executing 3 times, so every time you will get the different memory address. That is why I am writing here random memory address. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Any doubt?
Yes, sir. No.
Sure. Okay. Very good. So now, next question was. So the next question was, state the number of times the loop will execute and also state the output. Let me show you. Here, the I equals to 50, the value was given, and j equals to 3. Then while true, this is your infinite loop. If I mod j equals to 0, then we were, it's written here break, otherwise system dot out dot println I mod plus j. This was the loop given. So now here, as you can see here, the initial value of I is 50 and j is 3. So this is a simple infinite loop. So now see the first condition. So 50 mod 3. So is it equals to 0? No. So this part will not execute. Directly we are coming here. So what you are printing? So you are doing here 50 mod 4. So what you will get? You will get 2 as a output. Am I clear?
Yes.
Next time again, the loop has not terminated. So again, the while loop will execute. So this time 50 is remains same, but here it has now 4. So 50 mod 4 equals to 0?
No.
No. So that means again the break will not execute. So again you are coming on this part. So it would be now 50 mod 5. So now the second output you will get 0. So these are the remainder I am writing on my right. Now next time again. So this time it will be 50 mod 5 equals to 0. Yes. So this time, third time, the break will execute, means this condition will execute, and now the break will execute. So after that, your control moves outside of the loop body. So how many times the loop executed? That is your
3 times.
3 times. See, 1, 2 and 3. So total is 3 times. And so this belongs to 1 marks, and the both output, these 2 and 0 on the separate line. So the correct output is 2 and 0 and number of times is 3. I hope this one is clear. Any query here?
No, sir.
Anybody? Aditi Bansal?
No.
Sure? Okay. Sharmishta beta, any doubt?
No, sir.
Good. Rohan? Rohan Jain? Beta Rohan, your voice is not coming. I hope there is some problem with your mic. Okay. So now let's move to the next question. I hope there is no doubt with this, because this thing number of times we have done. Now come to the next part. So question number third A. In this, state the output. So maximum of you have written 16 and 4 as output. So I am telling you this time you are getting 0. Because number of times we have told you, number of times we have discussed this, and we have told you whenever you are using that mat.pow, mat.sqrt round, basically these things return double type value. So the correct answer is
16.0 and 4.0.
and 4.0. If you have not written this 16.0 and 4.0, you are getting straightforward 0. If it is there, then only you are getting 2 marks. For 1 0 you have missed, you are missing 1 mark. Straightforward, I am telling you. Number of times we have discussed this. So this time we have, strictly marked on this part. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So should I discuss more in this or should I move to the next one?
The next question.
Thank you.
Next.
Okay. So the next question was, we have written this as SOPLN. See, I think everybody is having the question paper, so no need to write it. So there was 2 string given. One is Agra and the second is Agartala. But mute yourself. Now, in the question is given a dot caret 1 dot b dot caret 1. So a dot caret 1 means this and b dot caret 1 is this. So in both place we are getting small g. ध्यान रखिएगा. Now is greater than, so the sky code of the G and G both are same. So this condition is false. So ultimately what is happening? A dot compared to B is greater than equals to 0. So now see, so A dot compared to let me write again. Okay, so here A dot compared to, we are supposed to execute this part. So A dot compared to, this is a capital A and this is a small a. So capital A's sky code is 65 and then small a is 97. So from here this condition is false, not right. So in this case the negative output will come minus 32. So automatically the output would be capital false. Any doubt here? This is the final answer. False will come. Not true, not true, not small, false. The output must be in capital FALSE because this output is given in the double quotation mark in the SOPLN statement. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before we discuss the next question, I would like to discuss the question in which maximum of you have done very silly mistake, and especially those who are getting the 99% marks also. So now the question I am going to discuss, that is 3J. In that the question is given char ch equals to within bracket Jayesh, this is for you. Here you have done the mistake.
Yes, sir.
Mat dot floor $65.6 plus 32, right? So 65.6 floor, you are getting 65.0 plus 2, that is 67. And now here it is given character. So what you are getting?
Sir, plus 32.
But that is given in the next statement, na? That we will discuss later. Yes.
You said that only, sir, math that was 65.6 plus 32. So 60.
Okay, I have written here
5 plus
this.
32
Sorry. So it is coming 97. So 97, that is your small a. So ultimately in CH, what you are getting? Small a. Am I clear till here? In the next statement,
Yes, sir.
int I equals to CH plus 25, right? So CH is your character, but here on the right it is given the integer working, and the operator we have used, that is your plus. So here it will we are supposed to use here the sky code, that is 97 plus 25.
122.
So 122. Jayesh, here you have done the wrong calculation. Sorry, like I have written 125, maybe you have written also 125, not 122.
As far,
Getting my point?
as far as I remember, I have written 122 only.
But I am having your answer sheet in front of me, and you have used, wait a minute, you have written here 112 instead of 122. That addition is wrong. Till here it was correct. That is why I have given 1 marks. Getting?
Yes, sir.
So this was the only mistake from you. So the correct output, everybody please listen. You can see here 122 is the correct output. Right? Any doubt?
No.
Oh, sir.
Now, next question. Now again coming back to the proper sequence. Third C. Arrange the operator given below in the order of higher precedence to lowers. So the correct one I am telling. So the correct order I am writing here. The first one is your plus plus. And this question is very common and very important also. Third step is your greater than equals to, and the last one is this. So these are the operator higher to lower precedence I have mentioned here. Please note down this. Many of you have done this wrong. So this is the highest precedence operator. After that the plus, the greater than equals to, and at last equals to. Please note down this. Everyone.
Yes.
Copied?
Yes.
Rajiv sir?
Yes, sir.
Rajiv sir has left.
हाँ सर.
हाँ सर, ये बताइए सर, only 1 minute is left. Should I continue or should I stop this now?
नहीं यही छोड़ दीजिए सर.
है ना? We will continue in the next class also, right sir?
ठीक है.
बच्चों, in case if you are having any query apart from this or till here, you can discuss. Otherwise, we are ending the class, today's class, right? Thank you so much. We will continue the same in the next class also from here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, beta.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.